Within the first scene of Red Bull 4, a grey square is seen imposing its will upon the Red Bull population, leading to the spread of this squarist ideology across the globe to an extent where it even turns the planet cube, a clear nod towards globalization. The grey square is a clear way in which to represent the bourgeoisie oppressors of capitalist society. Already, in this short scene lasting just 20 seconds, we have set the stage for our two classes, the proletariat, red balls, and the bourgeoisie, grey squares, with the red squares perhaps representing the petty bourgeoisie, unable to stop their more destructive counterparts. As the ball moves through the first level, we are able to see how the houses in the background are most likely owned by agricultural workers due to their appearance, yet these houses are empty and grey squares roam free. Noticing the behaviour of these bourgeoisie squares, we can see how they mindlessly attempt to kill the far more organised and intelligent ball. At first, the ball seems more skilled, but outnumbered. However, with respawning abilities, we are able to see that the ball infinitely outnumbers the square population, representing how the majority of our world's population has been proletariat, remains proletariat, and will be proletariat. Furthermore, the idiocy of the squares represents how capitalism has driven the bourgeoisie to a state where they have become unable to think beyond their own deep lust for financial power and, by extension, the ability to further exploit the labor value of proletariat people. Intellectualism, academic research, progress, welfare, love, capitalism kills it all, and yet we are told this is our nature. How incredibly close-minded. Upon reaching the first boss fight, we can see a larger square, perhaps representing greater wealth, wearing a monocle. This most likely represents the stereotypical British elite of society, therefore showing how this system's immense oppression is spread through imperialist desires. Even this pristine and clean land, likely far from the British Isles, remains unsafe. Part 2's forest is also clearly not an environment these squares will treat well. Trees are damaged. Machinery lay at every corner. The air is polluted. As a result, capitalism shows itself not just to be destructive towards the human species and its basic needs, but also the separate environment and those in other nations. Not foreseeing this in our world led to the immense worsening of climate change. The environment is damaged until the wealthy few suffer. By then, we will see the consequences of capitalism's quote-unquote final boss displayed worldwide. In the next few sections of the game, we see the horrifying nature of what happens when the capitalists gain control. Through the factory, otherwise pristine land is irreparably damaged, and already mindless squares are made to give their lives for a cause they do not properly know the function of. These warriors know nothing of imperialism, class struggle, or class conflict. They are so propagandized that they apply the Marxist label to our most basic of rights and those who promote them, such as the Social Democrats. And so, it has been made clear, there must be a violent proletariat revolution. The proletarian numbers are immense, and their chains have worn off. And so no matter how hard the square tries, they cannot suppress us any longer. Workers of all nations, unite.